Hi, hi, how are you today? Did you make it through
The blood moon.
the blood moon rising? It was cloudy where I was, so I saw it with my third eye, and it was bloody. It was good. There were definitely some purging and collapsing of timelines, some crossover, some bleeding between the worlds, between the realms, between the veil. Oh, that's what we're missing. 1 second. There we go. Is that better? It's slight, but it makes the difference. I notice you don't hear so much background noise when my microphone is plugged in. Also, when I move away from the camera, you can still hear me, which is a good thing. Okay, let's tippy tap into the energies of the day and see where we're at, what we're doing, what we're seeing, what we're needing to encourage us, inspire us to keep holding on, to keep trusting, because that's what it's all about, right? Is holding the faith, holding the vision, holding the love vibe, regardless of what's going on in the external realm. This is how you shift. This is how you shift it, baby. Yes. This is what we're going all in for. To prove this theory, awareness. The energy of awareness makes you see that there is more to things than meets the eye. 1 second. Strange. I'm hearing things, and now there's a plane going overhead. Was I hearing things? Maybe not. Okay, well, be aware. Be aware that things are shifting and that they are not as they seem. Okay, this is why it's important to hold the frequency regardless of what's going on and on the external, because there is this blending, bleeding, overlapping that is happening. And this is when it's the most important to keep your focus, to keep your awareness on what you want, on outcomes, circumstances, feeling the feelings that you want, because it's like that tearaway moment, and you want to make sure that you stay on the right side. Okay, yes. And it's your awareness that keeps you there, right? What you focus on, you get more of. This is the whole theme of the readings this week or forever. I don't know. But it's like you can choose, you have your free will, you choose in every moment, choose love. Unwaveringly so, right? This is the bull that refuses to move. It is the immovable force. And so must we be to anchor the world that we want into being with our awareness and our intention. Ooh, which was cool because this was it. Boom. No, oh, the Emperor. That's not it. Oh, I forgot I shuffled it. The Emperor. Okay. No, when I walked in here, I was playing around with the cards last night a little bit, and I dropped a bunch, and I guess I missed one because there was one on the floor when I came in here today. And when I flipped it over, it was the wish fish. It was the intention card. And so it was very much this mindfulness on what you are intending, what you are putting your awareness on, what you're focusing on. Okay. So let's find. That was a happy accident that the Emperor appeared because he gets it done for the good of all. Okay. Yes, he's the getter doner guy. That's my paraphrasing. Okay, where is this? Where is this? There he goes. The powerful bull stands strong and unyielding, and obstacles fall away before his confidence and strength. He possesses a deep calm, as fear has no place in his heart. He is absolutely certain of his own solidly grounded might. A bull, when encountered in your path, is a significant obstacle. Uruz is the rune of untamed power that is neither owned nor controlled. In a reading, it brings a message of strength, courage, and overcoming all that stands in your way. Primal life force, it indicates a time of great energy and health. Business ventures and speculations are successful. There is a sudden breakthrough even when all seems lost. Sudden or unexpected changes occur, usually for the better. Uruz represents the shaping of power and patterns and the formulation of the self. strength, power, health, endurance, and manifestations. Okay, hold the line, hold the course of love, right? Hold fast in your stubborn, sovereign audacity, authenticity, courage, and strength in love. Yes, Emperor. Yes, Emperor. Do it. Do it. Just do it. What was that? Shia LaBeouf. Do it. I don't even know what the context is. What's he talking? What's he telling me to do? It doesn't matter because the emphasism, the emphaticism of the do it is what matters. Do it with intention. Do it. Believe it. Be it. See it. Make it. Own it. Have it. Okay. Let's. Oh, we got the two cards that came out together. And we're just gonna flow and roll and toss and see as we do here. And see what happens for us. What happens for us? Doodle dat and doodle dee. Boop bap and doodle dee. Dat and doot and drop and do. Oh, 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 oh. Okay. It looks like we have a starter card. Boom! It is the world you're creating. Okay? Yes, confirmation that your awareness creates your world, that your steadfast, sturdy, grounded, unwavering faith and trust and holding of the love frequency is what anchors you into the world, into this world of love that you are co-creating with your presence, purpose, persistence. Okay? Yes. And your patience, because the Knight of Peas really wanted to be a part of that. Peripherally, no. Perforation, no. Punctuated purposeness. Okay. And we've got the celebration. Okay. Yes, this is your divine spirit team supporting this feat that you are doing. It is a feat, right? It takes strength, unyielding. So it takes a faith in an unseen, right? Things are not as they seem. And it takes trust and faith to believe that, right? Yes. Yes, it does. Dang it. But you are independent and overflowing in this world of gorgeousness that you are creating. Yes. Beautiful. And there's abundance every time you release new things. Seeds are blooming and birthing into new gorgeousness. Okay, this is just also transformation. This is your transformation. Beautiful. We've got things, divine timing yet to be revealed, hidden in the shadow places. And confidently setting forth with your speaking of your truth. Okay. We've got fast moving energy and the balancing of the masculine and feminine, the harnessing of the sun. This is what you've done to fill your cup with liquid sunshine. You must do this. This is also utilizing energy in your favor here. Wow, wow. This is you holding the frequency of love unmovably so. And this is you becoming one who can receive what you manifest, what you wish for. There's so much strength in the choices that you make right now. It's not even funny, okay? It's not even funny how funny it is. You're choosing, you're utilizing of your free will in every given moment. This is what shapes your world. This is what creates your world. This is what maintains the frequency of love, okay? It is up to you and your free will in every moment. How you choose to receive anything that is offered to you, how you choose to respond to anything that is offered to you, how you choose to think about anything that's offered to you. This is the shaping, the great shaping. Okay, that's super potent right now in this here eclipse season, which are the energies we are drawing in right now. Time is a funny thing in the spiritual realm. Time is actually irrelevant, which is why readings are timeless. When you receive them, the messages are meant for you, regardless of when the actual date is, because energy is what's happening here. We are tapping into energies, and energies can be past, present, or future. When you receive messages, you are receiving the messages that are past, present, and future. And so they can apply whenever they apply to you, and only your intuition will know when that is, right? When you are drawn to it. And this is your discernment, your ability to trust that the messages that come to you, when they come to you, are meant for you, right? We can get so caught up on details and they become kind of like shaking of the etch-a-sketch. Maybe I'm dating myself. I am dating myself, actually. And we get along great. But the Etch-a-Sketch was this little device that you had. Was it magnets? I don't even know what the deal was, but you turn these little knobs to go up, down, or left, or right. And you can spend all this time creating this masterpiece. But if you shake it, it clears it. And so you have to start over again. So my definition of what an Etch-a-Sketch is completely wiped why it's relevant. Okay? But maybe it'll come back to me. Why was I talking about an Etch-a-Sketch? Okay. So anyways, the King of Swords is a transformed king. Speaks his truth. Okay. And is one who now sees through their intuition. Look, the eyes are covered because they are using their third eye and their inner knowing and their connection to their higher self and inner intuition, right? And also this blueness, this is all about speaking truth, right? Holding the sword of truth in order to speak the truth, and the truth will set you free. Okay, so this did fall over here somewhere, and so I'm gonna put this here because I feel like this is you moving forward, choosing truth. Choosing truth over lies, deceptions, people pleasing, avoidance, etc. And there's the King of Pentacles. Okay, this is one who becomes and claims their star, their wish from the sky. Okay. I don't know what's going on with this reading already. I'm so like suddenly just completely distracted. And this is that awareness and unwaverable focus in your present moment. Okay, we've also got the Seven of Swords. So this is a transformation that was encouraged, inspired, based on past grievances. Okay, this is like your defense system slowly creating the cocoon around you, and then you're like, oh well, while I'm here, I might as well transform, right? Turn into a butterfly. And so this is like the cocoon stage, but I feel like it's because of circumstances, because of your external world, your external environment. And that's why I think this is important right now, because before we used to, it was our circumstances, the visual clues, our environment that shaped us, that encouraged our transformation, right? But now we're in a stage where we're more transformed and we're ready to be born anew, to do things differently. And so this is like a transforming out of those old ways of protecting, and into one who is protected. Okay, the transformation. What's that? What is that and that? Okay. So there's lots of things happening on this King of Swords over here. Same with this Hanged One. So I'm getting this speaking truth versus just letting, like seeing things from a different perspective, letting things be. Okay, and then we've got passionate movement. And that seems right up here with this movement. And this Hierophant, this is your dedication and self-mastery to your transformation and holding of the love vibe, the harnessing and balancing of the masculine and feminine, and maintaining your overflowing cupness. Because that is a sacred bond, unbreakable. And you turn into a fool who leaps and wishes Leaps and wishes. Okay. That's you wishing upon a star. Okay, this is your meditation. All right, the Fool. The Fool. Trusting in this world that they can't see. Okay, and this, I feel like this is residual old ways of doing. This trying to think your way through everything, trying to know everything that you can't see. Right? And this is a period where things are not what they seem. So you can't trust what you are seeing. So therefore, you can't think it into being. You have to trust. You have to have faith. You have to have faith, baby. Yes. It is true, you do. Because justice is yours. And then, okay. What's this guy? Oop, it's white. This is your new world, okay? This is what you're being patient for. This is what you've wished for. This is what you're trusting in. This is what the world will transform into when you maintain, hold, trust, and keep the faith. This is what your divine spirit team is like. Yes, you're almost there. Okay, this is what you have transformed into one who can receive, achieve, believe. Beautiful. Okay, and I feel like your signs and synchronicities will get stronger as you get closer, right? It's like as the moon's going through its phases, it's getting lighter and lighter and lighter the fuller that the moon gets. And so you will be able to see more and more of the little breadcrumbs that are leading you home. Okay, and this is your divine justice for the strength in your transformation, your dedication, and your consistent holding the frequency. It is no small thing to trust and to build an unseen world of love and hope and peace and joy and harmony and prosperity when you are living in one and looking around and seeing a world that has examples of all of the other things, right? This is why it is a hard thing to do. Okay, but once the fire is lit, it will burn bright forever, okay? The sparks of creation will ignite and burn. It'll burn away all of the old world and create a nutrient rich soil for new things to be planted within. Beautiful. We'll take it. We'll take it and we will hold it to our hearts. It's like lighting the flame in your heart. The flaming heart that Jesus talked about. Did he talk about it or did he demonstrate it? Both, perhaps. But this flame around your heart, yes, burns away what doesn't serve and cleanses what does, warms, protects. And is gorgeous. Okay, so messages are on their way to you. Keep holding the momentum. It's all you got to do. Keep holding the emotional regularity of love, joy, peace, abundance. Because that's basically you're like keeping the frequency of the post office who will be receiving your messages of love, okay? This is coming out. We've got 9 nines, 2 nines coming back to back, which makes sense because we are tapping into the 999 portal today. 999 portal, and there's a 10. So we got a 9 and a 10 of swords back to back. So it's like, well, this is communication, counting up, getting to a point. It's all coming around this communication knight delivery boy. And then we've got the Queen of Swords here. So that is telling me all the communication in the world is coming your way. And this makes sense, right? You're holding the frequency, you're transforming, you're holding your awareness, you're maintaining this unbreakable, unwavering, unshakable stance of, well, I want to say defiance against anything but your vision, anything but the world you want to create. And this opens communication of some kind or other from someone or other for about, right? Communication can happen in many different ways. My dreams lately have been crazy, but just really quickly, 2 nights ago, I had a dream where I put on this mask and looked in the mirror, and there was a masculine and feminine with me. And I was in the mask looking at myself, but the feminine looked like me in the mirror. And I knew that it wasn't me because I was me in the mask. And when I told them that, I'm like, hey, that was really crazy. You totally looked like me in the mirror. And I forgot which one I was. So there's that part of the dream a couple nights ago. And then last night, so I thought that the mask was a wolf mask. But then last night I dreamt that I inputted my consciousness into Mims, and she hung back and to protect my body while I used her vessel to run an errand. I don't know what I was doing, but I woke up thinking that that mask that I was wearing previously totally could have been her, could have been her head, right? Because if you look from the front, the cat can look mistakenly like a wolf. I know they have different muzzles and stuff like that, but this was a front shot, right? And because I was life size, cat was the last thing that came to mind, right? Anyways, it's a whole thing. And I also forget why I brought it up. But communication. So I don't know, is this like an ability I'm unlocking? I can transfer my consciousness? I don't know. But Mims, I know that she was definitely a gift or sent to me or part of the grand plan, because she was somebody else's cat and she ran away, found me, and we fell in love, and now she's mine. But I've learned a lot about boundaries and consent and safety and communication without words. And she always seems to be like protective, like a guardian, an energetic guardian. And then darkness too, actually, who also just refuses to leave, and he's like my outside protector because I won't let him in. I refuse to have 3 cats. 2.5 cats, fine, but 3, no. Okay. Oyster mushroom, and look, it's a 9. Okay, beautiful. We love 999, confirmation on the 999 portal. And oyster, that's a yummy, delicious mushroom. If you have never tried it, you should try it. King oyster, that's another good one. Oh, and it's 11, standing out to me, delicious and buttery. Okay. Regeneration. The oyster mushroom grows rapidly and is prolific in many areas. So this card indicates a time of rapid growth or movement. The oyster mushroom has many benefits, which is why it is used so widely. This could spell a time of great growth for you, for others, or for a project you are working on. Whatever it is, everything and everyone has a purpose, no matter how big or small. It may also be a time to let go of something that is dying anyway. When you let go of dead wood, you create room for new things to grow. You may not realize how fast this shift can happen, but know that when you make the decision to let go, this is when growth begins. From the old, the new is built. Everything is recycled. This is the cycle of life, building on what is already there, so you don't need to start from the beginning. Break down what you need and what you don't need. Cultivate growth from old ways and construct the new with these tools. Whatever in your life this card is relating to, know that it will happen fast and it will have an important part to play. It's not about reinventing the wheel. It's about using what you already know works. Gorgeous. Is that, yep, that's everything on that. Sweet. Okay. I also want to pull out the suspicious behavior from a neighbor. What's going on here? Okay. Okay. Suspicious behavior. Okay, so this is, what is this? The Magical Botanical Oracle. And so we will see who wants to come out and play. And I just noticed that 27 is a 9. Okay, 13 Holly and 27 Vine. Both masculine, both facing that way. That way. Okay, let's see. 27. The grapevine comes alive as the pan-like satyr of good cheer, straddling the river in the vineyard, holds high the holy cup of the vine under the brilliant light of the sun. Vine shows up when things are going well. You have health, wealth, and happiness either already present or coming your way. Make sure you slow down to enjoy it and the pleasures of the world while you have them. Vine can indicate a turnaround after a period of difficulty and misfortune, or foretell a successful period of creative inspiration and personal growth. Affirmation: I am open to the blessings and inspiration of life. Okay, that was a confirmation that things are coming. Just hold. Yes. And 13 is Holly. And when Holly shows up in your reading, you have to look at the need for protection from outside forces and decide how to approach your protection in a just and balanced manner. The Holly King looks a bit cold towards you, cloaked in his winter regalia. Pay attention to dreams for clues about how to handle the situation. Affirmation: I am protected from all harm, including myself. Okay, I'm going to read the plant medicine. The spirit of holly somewhat counterintuitively is used to heal anger. While humans often associate thorn and other sharp blood-drawing plants with anger and violence, the essence of holly is one of anger management. Holly helps us examine the differences between appropriate anger for a higher purpose, say justice, and when outward aggression is really a problem stemming from a lack of generosity, of spirit, love, or security. Whenever we have aggressive feelings of anger, hatred, spite, envy, or wish to do another harm, Holly helps us perceive a bigger picture and find the root of the feelings. Any action for protection we take is not personal or angry, but one of skillful boundaries and defense for the common good. Okay, so when my neighbors are yakking loudly and cranking music at 4 in the morning, and my first initial response is to yell, "Hey, shut up," to not, right? Because that's only affecting your energy. I'm just using it as an example because I actually have some really good earplugs, and don't, unless I wake up naturally and then happen to, hear a soft little sound and unplug my earplug and then be like, oh, it's the neighbors having a rager, and it's 4 in the morning. I typically sleep through it, but okay. What do we have here? We have the tree of abundance to confirmate your abundance tree. We've got the luck of the lucky ones. Okay, coming out to serve you. This could be luck in a cup that wants to be yours. Okay, we've got the slow moving turtle of getting it done. Okay, the turtle gets there eventually. Okay, it's giving me this pentacle vibes. We've got the feminine balance in all of her states. Okay, this is part of your independence. We've got more beautiful plethora. So we've got in the land and in the sea abundance, which is all of your worlds bearing much fruit for you. We've got another turtle. I didn't even know there were 2 turtles, but look at them. They're found each other and they're adorable. Which way? Is that the head or the... There it is. Boop. And we've got the release. The old things that no longer serve. Okay, cut away, discern. This old way of doing things no longer are relevant in your new world. You've evolved beyond the old protective shields and ways of doing things. Okay, it's like it's like a caterpillar used to be a master swordsmith, right? Would wield a machete in every one of its many legs. But you've transformed into a butterfly. Now you can fly. So you don't need to have 57 legs and 57 swords, right? Now your tactics, how you move, respond, interact, engage are all different. And so you can let those old processes, those old ways of doing things go. Okay? Yes. And we got the freedom bird. Okay, freedom, but also safety. We've got the water buffalo. This is giving me this bull vibes, okay? Refuse to be domesticated. Don't tell me what my world is going to be like. Don't tell me that it is what it is. It's what I make it. It's what I feel it. It's what I intend it. It's what I give awareness to that grows the world I want. Yes. And I want a world that is a golden heart of balance. Okay? Yes. This is that love sauce beautifulness. And there is the twin flame heart also, which this Four of Wands kind of talks about in its balanced, beautiful gorgeousness. Okay, we've got the fairy blessings that are coming in here strong. The fairies want you to succeed in this new realm creation because the frequency of love, which is their jam, is a lot more stronger. A lot more stronger. Okay, and we've got the protection. And this is protect your energy, protect your frequency, protect your vision, your goal, your trajectory. And we've got the feather, little signs and synchronicities leading you along the way. Okay. So you want to take the old world and move it down here out of the picture. Really. And then we've got divine counterparts here with the King and Queen of Swords, two transformed counterparts speaking their truth beautifully. Speaking their truth beautifully, let it be. Okay, we'll just do a kitty card here. For several. What do we got? Road less traveled. Meet Silvio Silverma. You won't find him on the well-worn paths of habit and normalcy. However, if you brush away the spiderwebs and circle around the giant trees, you will find Silvio wandering down a path with no paw prints. This road less traveled is often obscured by errant wildflowers and ferns, but if you look for it with an open mind, you will see its peculiar winding way. Turn off the main road and try something new, a new hobby, a new belief, a new way of doing things, a new perspective on a familiar situation. If you usually go right, experiment with going left. Yes, sometimes we cling to the old world just because it's new and familiar. I think most of the time that's why we do it. So this Silvio Silverma is encouraging you to explore, and maybe that's what's going on in my dreams. Okay, pay attention to your dreams for clues. Yeah, I'm totally going to be projecting my consciousness into kitties, into my kitty, and traveling around. Maybe I can go check out what's really going on over at my neighbor's place. Okay, and then trust. Beautiful. Meet Safi. Trust begins as an agreement she makes with the flame in her heart. It says it right there, the flame in her heart. Okay. She agrees to let it guide her even when it beckons her deep into the night forest of the unknown. When she trusts, the darkness is illuminated and the forest sparkles with her heart light. She may not know exactly where the path leads, but she trusts the enchantment of a journey born of intuition. What you truly seek awaits you. Trust yourself, step into the forest, and begin your wild quest towards the longings of your soul. Oh my God, can you believe it? If you've been here more than this reading, then I think you can, because these readings are crazy on a regular basis. Okay, and for some of you, this is a beautiful turtle love. Okay, it's slow and steady, but it wins the race. Gorgeous. I love it. Balanced beautifulness. Okay, joyful happiness. Yes, we'll take it, put a bow on it, put my name on it, stick it in the oven, sprinkle it with cinnamon, and dip it. I don't know what we're eating. Okay, but anyways, it's delicious, and so are you. And so I hope there was some deliciousness here for you too. And keep holding the vibe, keep holding the frequency of love. We're so close, so close. Be the bull, embody, and refuse anything less than. Okay, this is your world becoming. Yes. Okay. Love you. Appreciate you. And can't wait to see you next time. Okay? Love you. Bye.